We are going to add in 2 more pages to your ePortfolio website. But before we add those 2 pages in, there is something that you need to complete using Google Docs. So open Google Docs. I don't have it in my Google Apps, so I can go to the app launcher through my email. Click blank. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to give your document a name. We will go first name, last name, hyphen, me as a learner. Again, that helps me locate your document. Once you're inside here, you're going to go to Insert, Table, and you're going to do a 2 by, we can start with 8. In the first row, rows go left to right, columns go up and down. In the first row, we're going to merge these 2 cells together. So if you go to Format and down to Table, you're going to select Merge. Notice I highlighted those 2 cells. And when I merge them, we no longer have 2 columns, we just have 1 row. You're going to type me as a learner. And then you're going to change the font. Keep in mind the fonts that you've used throughout your Google site. You want to try to match things up. I'm going to make it larger. I'm going to center it. And I'm also going to make the background a color. And I'm trying to stick with colors that match my banner. Go to the More and to the Paint Bucket. And I'm going to choose a light green. And I'm going to change my font color to white. You can do whatever you want. I just like the way that looks. And then I'm going to drag this divider over because I want more room for my answers than I do for the descriptors. The first thing that you're going to write is one thing that is unique or special about me. And then over here, you're going to tell me the one thing that is unique or special about you. What makes you different than everyone else? Next one, I am really interested in. Something you're really interested in that other people in your class aren't really interested in. I'm really interested in CO2 lasers. I want to get a new one. For fun, I like to, and tell me what you like to do for fun. A few years ago, I really enjoyed demoing buildings, like ripping them down to the ground. That was a lot of fun. I like to do this in school. Tell me what you like to do in school. I am really good at. I would like to learn how to be or how to do. What would you really like to learn how to be or how to do? Think outside the box. Don't think within the constraints of school. Think big picture. If there was one thing that you could learn how to be or learn how to do, what would it be? If the sky was the limit, it has to be realistic. This really concerns me and I want to do something to make a difference. That's all the rows I have. Now, there's a couple ways that you can add some more rows because I actually need 4 more rows. You can either push tab and it will make a new one every time, or you can go to format and table and you can do insert row below and it does another one. I think tab is easier, but you might want to do the format way. My strengths as a learner are my weaknesses as a learner are. So my strengths as a learner would be that I'm pretty good at technology, I'm a good writer, and I'm not afraid to learn something new. And my weaknesses as a learner, I really am not good at geography and I'm really not good at science. So those would be my hard spots. Keep any we're going to do this. List of words that describe or represent you. I would say loud, laugh, energetic, mom, sister, wife. You guys wouldn't say those, but those are all words that describe me. I would like you to come up with at least 10. You do not have to type this at least 10 part. I just want to remind you that you need to come up with at least 10. I'm going to delete this row. Go to table, delete row. So I fibbed. We only needed 3 more. So you should end up having a table that has you as a learner and then all of these things and your answers over here. I'm going to change my font style again. I'm going to do Bree Serif. I'm going to align them to line up at the column line, and then I'm going to put my answers over here. You might want to change the colors of your answers. Maybe your answers are the color of your background or whatever. It's up to you. But you're going to answer all of these questions. You're going to be thoughtful, and you're going to use complete sentences. After you finish that, then you're going to open up your Google site. We're going to add in a new page. So over here on the right, I'm going to click Pages. And then down here, I'm going to click the plus. We're going to call it Me as a Learner. Capitalize it. Actually, not those. You can look at the Advanced tab if you want. If you wanted a custom path, we're not going to worry about custom paths. Me as a Learner. Now it has my background still in here and it has me as a learner here. I would rather have you change the image to something that isn't as distracting as your regular banner. Use something that's a little more subtle. I like to use their gallery. I think I'm going to do this one. It doesn't really change anything. Can't really see the difference there. I might make it, oh, there it comes. It was loading. So we still have our original banner on our homepage, and then as a learner, it's changed and it's more subtle. Then down here, you're going to go back over to the insert, and you're going to put in your Google Doc. So we're going to embed the Google Doc that you just created up here. So click on embed. No. Sorry. Now we're going to insert the Google Doc that you made right here. To do that, you're going to select Drive, and it should be in your recents because we just worked on it. It's going to be in, I'm going to see if I can go to recents. Let's try last modified. I'm just going to do a search for it. It's right here. I can select it. When you have as many documents and folders as I do, it's sometimes easier if you just type what you're looking for, and I have it right here, so I was able to type it. And there it is embedded within my Google Sheet, or my Google site. I can stretch this down so it will fit all of it. I can go to the preview button. It's loading. But it didn't show my Google Doc. There it is. One thing you need to change about your Google Doc in order for me to see it is you need to change the share settings on it. You need to make it available to anyone within Canyon City Schools. So when you actually share your website with me, I can see your document. So go back to your document and click on share. And then right down here it says anyone in this group with this link can view, and that's what you want. You want anyone with the link can view. And then that should work. Google changes the way their share settings work all the time. It can be frustrating. But hopefully this will work for you. And you're only giving people the access to view it and not to change it. So that's the second page. A very simple header, banner, and then me as a learner. We're going to close out the preview. And we're going to add in another page. This page is going to be called Innovation Accomplishments. I do not like how it's not fitting all on one row for the word accomplishment, so I can stretch it out so it fits. And then my computer's lagging. You could also change the font style if you want. I'm going to do change image again. I'm going to use something from the gallery. I'm going to do this one. Then you're going to go to Insert. And down here on Layouts, you are going to choose the one that has the 3 pictures with the little titles and the write-up. And what you're going to end up doing is when you complete a project in innovation, whether it's the electric kit or using the Glowforge or creating a movie with Camtasia or playing with the robots, you will put in an image that represents that learning. You will add a small title, and then you will give me a brief write-up about that innovation course that you finished, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought was exciting, whatever. But this is going to be where you're going to put your innovation accomplishments. You can always add more pages later if you want to add pages for what you're doing in middle school or in high school if you want this ePortfolio to follow you. There's lots of different pages that you can add and layouts, but this is what we're going to start with for now. Once you've finished this, you will share your ePortfolio with me, your website with me, and then I will check it, and then you'll actually get to start on your first innovation project. The only thing I would ask you to consider would be your fonts throughout. So at the very beginning, I use Brie Serif. Down here, I might want to change all of my titles to be Brie Serif, or maybe for my page titles, it's okay that it's this font. I don't even know what font this is. Lato, and maybe I'll leave Lato. And if you want, you can also change the color of these if you would rather have something besides black. Let's see. Maybe I want purple. Maybe I want to make it bold. I don't really like the purple with this being green. I'm going to go ahead and make it black. Make your website represent you, and just know that I'm grading you on changing your fonts and making things kind of look like it fits together like a puzzle piece. Now, since I made that bold, I am going to go ahead and come back here and make this one bold. I will leave this one white because the background, it pops. And I do want to make this centered. Okay. There you have it.